Why, hello there, people from the internet. How are you doing? I'm the Russian Sniper, and I'm back on Battlefield 4. I haven't really played Battlefield 4 in a long time. I did play CTE a couple of times. I really enjoyed a lot of the changes that they did in CTE. Some of them were really good, like the night maps and so on. And I was really hoping, how soon can you bring some of that stuff into Battlefield 4? Because Battlefield 4 always needed something just to sort of kickstart it again, because it's not... Even though it's been a year and a half, a lot of people are sort of playing it, but they're not really playing it. They moved on. It's the dwindling numbers and all that sort of stuff. And they kind of needed something to sort of bring it back a little bit. And I'm surprised to see, should I say, I'm pleased to see that there is a lot of stuff that has been fixed. A lot of stuff work now. You're not really getting too much shot around corners these days. Your bullets go where they're supposed to go. You do have a bit of a chance of getting away from things. It's just a lot of improvements. I mean, if you're looking for the full list, I'm not going to go through every single one of them. There's going to be a link in the description where you can click it, and that's going to tell you everything that they've implemented in Battlefield 4's winter patch. Now, for me personally, that's a good thing. You know, I really enjoyed a good game. I really enjoy having a good game with a couple of friends and just working together and all that. But as it was in the past, you couldn't really do that. And it's kind of sad to see that it took almost a year and a half for the game to be literally playing it and not be in the alpha, well, not alpha, but beta stages. You know, it's going to be really tricky now because Battlefield Hardline is going to be out in a week or two. Are you really going to move to Battlefield Hardline? Are you going to stick to Battlefield 4? That's the kind of comments I would like to see in the description. I know Battlefield Hardline doesn't cater to every single Battlefield player out there, but a lot of people will buy it. I mean, the figures speak for themselves. They had well over 7 million people play the beta. I know it's a free game. I know it's a free demo and all that sort of stuff, and why wouldn't you get it and try it? The question is, how many people will actually pay the money to buy it? Now, personally, I will play it. I'll have the community stuff that I've mentioned in previous videos. If you don't know what that video was all about, then you should check it out. It's called Community Videos. I'm going to have the 5 ways to kill a sniper, the killer sniper. I'm also going to have some trollolo and some funny moments and all that sort of stuff. So I'm definitely going to give it a try. I should have revived that guy. My bad, man. My bad. I was just looking for the 20 points. Sorry. My bad. So I'm definitely going to give the game a try. You know, I'm going to give it its fair dues, and hopefully it'll turn out to be something that we get to play throughout the summer, something that's going to hold us till... And I'm really, this is just sort of speculation, but I'm hoping that at some point around June, or maybe just after E3 or something like that, Battlefront will have an alpha, and we'll get to test it a little bit. Also, we're going to see plenty of footage of the game at E3 and all the games conventions that are coming out this year. Personally, I think I might hop to Gamescom this year, so if you're a word of advice, if you've been a big man on the internet and I do meet you, I might knock you out, because that's kind of the way to solve a problem. Moving on. So, as it turns out to Battlefield 4, it just plays better. It's so many things from CTE should have brought back into Battlefield 4 just a lot quicker. I think that this would have been the key to the success of Battlefield 4, is as soon as you see something working on CTE and you have a lot of guys giving you feedback, put it into the game. You know, if people enjoy it, put it in. And it's definitely going to improve your game in the longer run, because you're only really helping the game by fixing it. And people do see that as a good thing. You know, keeping in touch with the devs, keeping in touch with the community is a big important thing these days. It's not like it was back in the days when DICE posted a game, published a game, and this is it. We'll go ahead and message you in 3 months' time, and we have some other things that's going to go on, and we're going to add the DLC and all that sort of stuff, you know. They were less involved than they are now. I mean, they are making a community map. You get to choose what map you make. I personally voted for the jungle. I'd love to see some sort of jungle environment. It's kind of what I'd love to see the next game go to. I'm kind of leaning again towards Bad Company, but... the Bad Company maps themselves, a lot of the maps just worked because they were designed for that particular purpose. But even if you were playing in Conquest, even if you were playing in Rush, some of the maps worked on both game modes. You know, and that's the kind of thing that I'd love to see. I'd love to see a little bit more adaptive cover, and that I'm talking about trees, I'm talking about bushes, I'm talking about stuff like that, where you could really make a difference by just hiding somewhere and waiting for your teammates to spawn on you and all that sort of good stuff. And I really hope that they're going to take that into consideration, and that's going to be something that we'll see in the future Battlefield games. Do I really want to see a Bad Company 3 come out? Hell yes. But at the same time, I'm kind of worried about the ticket rate. I'm worried about a couple of things that they're kind of having issues with still. I mean, even in Battlefield Hardline, you were getting shot around corners, you're still getting the one-shot kill bug and all that sort of stuff. So I'd rather they not actually make Bad Company and turn out to be the kind of same issues and the same problems that we're having so far with Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline. And I'm really hoping by the time Battlefield Hardline's out in a couple of weeks, actually I'm going to be one of the lucky people that's going to get the game about a week early, and I'll get to try it. Sadly, I'm not allowed to post any footage, but I will play the single player. I'll let you know what that's all about. I'm going to have all the snipers and all the action, all the funny moments and all that sort of stuff. It's all going to be recorded, so on release date you should be looking out to quite a few videos. I might actually spam you a little bit with a few videos. If I want to sort of go back to Bad Company 3, do I really want a Bad Company? Hell yes, I would love to see it, but it's just, there's so many things going on right now, but I'd rather just wait until everything's fixed and they can come back and say, yep, we have a stable thing now. Whatever game we make, we're not really going to be focusing on those issues anymore because they've been resolved, and that's the kind of thing I'm really looking forward to. As for Battlefield 4, I'm definitely happy to see a lot of improvements done into the game. Definitely happy to see that they keep going, they keep working on it, and I think this is just going to be a good thing for the next Battlefield game. They've learned from their mistakes, they know the root of the problem, and hopefully will not have those issues in the next game. A quick other thing before we end today is the Battlefield Hardline pre-order gun/Elite Premium MLG Elite. Let me know what you guys think about that sort of stuff. Do you agree with it? Do you think it's just another way to skin a cat? And also let me know if you're going to be sticking to Battlefield 4 throughout this summer, or will you be moving on with Battlefield Hardline. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, post a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Out.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.